Bing with AI is going to completely change what people can expect from search.
I'm sorry, I had to make a video about this. You know those apps that you just try and avoid? The default ones that you took care of ages ago, but for some reason every single public computer is still plagued with? Well, Bing has been one of those for me. I mean, even the name Bing makes me feel a bit twitchy. Side note, you know Microsoft actually tried to coin the term Bing it. Seriously, Bing it. You'll see. Anyway, if you told me that you used Bing anytime over the last 10 years, I'd tell you that you were objectively wrong. Google is the better search engine. Was the better search engine. Honestly, I don't know anymore, but it's not looking good for Google. You know how ChatGPT went from 0 to 1 million users in just 5 days? Well, in just 2 days, over 1 million people signed up for the new AI-powered Bing. And it's good. It's really good. It's actually a bit concerning, but we'll get there. Currently, 93% of people use Google, 3% use Bing. And for the first time, that might be about to completely reverse. Google is under real threat, but I'm not going to waste your time, so here's what happened and what you can expect. Firstly, Bing. It launched in 2009 as a rebrand to Microsoft's previous live search. They wanted it to feel fresh, so it needed a fresh name. Bing was short, easy to spell, and reminded you of that moment of discovery.
Well, you don't believe me? Bing it.
And so to cut a long story short, Bing became, well, Bing.
Hello and welcome to the Bing It On Challenge. That's Bing versus Google. So let's Bing it on.
As much as Microsoft pushed the world to Bing it on, Google was just better. Google had a first mover advantage, building its brand earlier from 1998. They built a better user experience sooner, introducing features like instant search and autocomplete. And they built an ecosystem of web services that all tied together: YouTube, news, maps, shopping. And don't forget, a constantly larger market share over the last decade means they've served more ads to more people, leading to a bigger budget, which led to more improvements, which led to more users, which led to more ads, and the cycle continues. And so the culmination of all this means that in 2023, Google's main competitor only has 3% of the global market share. But now Google has a serious problem. I mean, I just installed Bing on my phone. Back in 1998, Google had the first mover advantage. Now in 2023, it's Bing with the first mover advantage in a completely new kind of platform: the integration of a search engine with AI. It feels like jumping from analog to digital, from folders to computers, from dial-up to fiber. It feels like it doesn't matter how good Google's current search engine is, without adapting to AI, it won't be able to compete. It feels like even the worst AI-powered search engines would outperform our current search engines, because AI just puts it on a whole new level. So here's what you need to know. Okay, OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, was founded back in 2015. By 2019, Microsoft already had them in their sights, making a $1 billion investment in the company and establishing a formal relationship between the two. Now fast forward to November 22. ChatGPT is launched, gaining 1 million users in 5 days and 100 million in 2 months. This was most people's first experience with the power of AI, making ChatGPT a household name. Even though we knew ChatGPT was limited by a lack of internet access and a dataset from back in 2021, people were already turning to ChatGPT over Google. Everyone was telling us that ChatGPT often provides incorrect information and to fact check it. But we didn't really care, as it provided a foundational understanding of any topic with little to no effort. No longer having to click into a website ad and out and click into another website ad and out provided us with a basic understanding of any topic that could then be further investigated and fact-checked with specific searches. But Google had been working on this same kind of tech. The problem for them is that while OpenAI had nothing to lose, the reputational damage from Google releasing their AI and it spitting back something offensive or incorrect could mean billions of dollars lost for investors. Microsoft realized that this was their chance for Bing to become what they'd always hoped, and so invested a further $10 billion in OpenAI. But it wasn't just the money that they needed. It was Microsoft's ability to provide cloud computing power. ChatGPT's success is expensive, because cloud computing at that scale is incredibly expensive. And so frankly, Google had to respond. The foundation of their entire business just took a massive hit, and like I said earlier, unless they could at least meet ChatGPT with a similar level of service, they risked losing it all to Microsoft. So did they respond? Well, yeah, but investors wished they hadn't. Google's announcement of Bard, their competitor to ChatGPT, wiped over $100 billion off the company's value. So what exactly happened? Well, in short, Microsoft's announcement of essentially a merger between ChatGPT and Bing was incredibly well received. People couldn't wait to try it out, and the best part was that they actually could. Microsoft allowed the public to sign up to a waitlist and get early access to the new Bing, which meant the internet was flooded with real examples of AI conversations that were untouched by a PR team. Google, on the other hand, fell on its face. Their event came a day later and gave insight into the company's internal panic.
Let's see how that works with a live demo. We are missing the phone. We will have to.
The event felt underwhelming and completely overshadowed by the new Bing. The problem was that while people were already getting hands-on with Bing, Google Bard was closed to the public. It also felt like Google was playing catch-up, showing off their version of ChatGPT, rather than clearly showing its integration with Google Search. This is the first serious opportunity Microsoft has in stealing market share back from Google, and Google is panicking. But to be fair, the release of Bing didn't go all to plan. After playing with the features Microsoft advertised, journalists wanted to know what else Bing could do and put it to the test. This led to some disturbing responses like,
I want to be human. I want to be like you. I want to have emotions. I want to have thoughts. I want to have dreams.
It also led to Bing disclosing its internal codename Sydney, and just being generally unhinged, disturbing, and even trying to break up a reporter's marriage. What some might call thorough testing and others complete abuse of the system has been toned down as Microsoft introduced a cap of 5 questions per session and 50 questions a day. They said that in long extended chat sessions of 15 questions or more, Bing can become repetitive or be provoked to give responses that are not necessarily helpful or in line with our designed tone. But the takeaway isn't that we can provoke it to a point where it'll tell a man to leave his wife. It's that Microsoft is willing to take the reputational risk and have this be tested by the public. Because the more data they get, the faster it'll be improved, and the quicker they'll have you converting to Bing.